so high up.
As long as Article that.
Truly inspiring words. By the way, have you ever wondered why, when Mrs. Hamster calls the emergency services, Candy Cat is sitting with the children, but when the rescuers are on their way, Candy Cat is riding next to them? Did she clone herself? Or why Mr. Cat and some other cat are at the same time both on the train and at the station? There are many such mistakes in the cartoon. I collected all the mistakes I found into one video, and I will start with the episode called
Toy cupboard. The toy basket is full.
Oh, so it is.
Let's buy a new toy cupboard.
Hooray!
Why is she looking backwards? It's like there's a director standing behind her and making her act out the joy.
Mummy Pig is used
To open the app, you have to use the mouse instead of the keyboard. Well, maybe they do the clicking on the keyboard. Then how did she move the cursor between frames? The cursor has not only changed location, but also size, and even got a stroke. Alright, the cursor is pointing at the arrow, so she changes pages by pressing the keyboard.
toy cupboard.
Aha.
But in the next frame, the cursor has changed its position. Now it is not on the arrow, and Mummy Pig has to move it to the arrow.
Which one shall we get?
Now there's no cursor at all, and the image on the computer has changed a little bit.
Please?
That looks...
Ridiculous.
The cursor is back. What's going on? This reminds me of a scene from another episode. But now the sun's coming up from the other side. What's it doing on the right side? For the rest of the series, it's been rising from the left. And that door slot for the mail? It was never there. But maybe they just added it so that later in the episode a letter would go in it? They didn't even add that slot further into the episode. And wait, Mr. Zebra just opened the door to someone else's apartment without keys? And if no one was home, he would just stand there and leave? That doesn't feel right to me.
That's strange.
It's really strange. The legs moved and one of them went under the board in 2 seconds.
Can we help?
Yes.
It's weird that such thin boards hold up without falling, but even weirder is how shadows form here. When she places the first board, the shadow of the board falls only to the left. But when she places the second board, the shadow of the board only falls to the right. That's impossible.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid?
First, I need a shelf.
One, two,
Her arm grows out of her chin.
three.
Her arms are stretched out unnaturally. Although it looks like they all have slightly rubbery arms, so I don't think it's a mistake.
Here's a red door, Mummy Pig.
This door has a handle on the left side. You can change the position of the handle if you flip the door over, but that would mess up the heart pattern, so it can only be on the left.
There. Finished.
And now the mail slot is back again. But it's not used in any way in the episode. I don't know why they added it. In general, the whole episode looks pretty cursed. Interestingly, this episode is not available separately in good quality on YouTube. Hasbro only publishes it as part of compilations.
It's the missing instructions. It's nonsense.
How can you not understand the simplest instructions?
I do the hard bit, planning it all.
Daddy Pig works as an engineer. He did the complicated blueprints. Actually, the fact that the sun rises on the other side, the fact that the cupboard they put together is no longer on the show, and Daddy Pig's skills can be explained by the multiverse. And that's just one of the many universes. What do you think about that? To be fair, the instructions are really strange. It says you need to use a hammer, even though it shows bolts and screws that can be screwed in with a screwdriver. You can't do it with a hammer.
Not very well.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig have just made breakfast.
When Daddy Pig pours milk into a bowl, the level of liquid in the jug does not change in any way. The milk in the jug is not subject to gravity.
Just for Peppa and George.
Everything is very conveniently laid out for breakfast. There's a plate with a spoon by each place. I'm sure when Peppa and George come to breakfast, they'll, While Peppa and George were coming down, the parents put their plates in the middle of the table and hid George's spoon.
I don't feel very well.
Don't worry, I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
I think he's calling someone else. Because here's a clip from another episode.
I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
He's pushing other buttons. Although it's possible Dr. Brown Bear changed the phone number. At first, the wire is attached to one edge of the phone, but in the next frame, it's attached to the other edge.
Hello.
Hello!
Look, he's lower than Peppa now, but in the next frame, he's higher than Peppa. Somehow, he's grown 30 centimeters.
Peppa.
What was that sound he made with his mouth closed?
But if you like, I can give you just a little medicine.
I wouldn't say it's little. Like, it's bigger than your briefcase. How did you even bring that in?
I'm afraid it does.
He's holding the spoon really weird. I mean, compared to the way pigs hold forks. And by the way, it's a regular metal spoon. It looks normal, unlike Peppa's spoons. Why are they black? What kind of material are they made of?
Open wide, please.
Yeah. Lovely.
Dr. Brown Bear says that you must stay in bed for a little bit, Peppa. I'll ring Susie Sheep's mummy.
And again, when she picks up the phone, the wire is sticking out one side, but when she lifts it up a little bit, it's sticking out the other side.
Thank you, Susie.
I love that scene. The animators had their entire budget spent on animating Peppa sucking down orange juice, so nothing in this frame moves except the juice. And now, the bear comes in again. According to the clock, it's only been 5 hours since his last visit. I don't know what changes he's expecting to see.
The nurse is already here. How is the patient?
Your mouth stinks. Don't come near me like that.
I am so lonely. No one talks to me. No one wants to be my friend.
Anyway, he brought a briefcase full of medicine, but when Daddy Pig brought the ball, he lost the briefcase. But at least Susie has one.
Who wants to join me?
Me.
Now everyone's out of briefcases.
Lunch.
Notice George standing right on the border of the vegetable garden in the grass.
What's this? A dinosaur? Ho, 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 ho.
George got a little embarrassed, so he took a few steps away from his grandfather.
This is Grandpa Pig's vegetable garden. He has grown all these vegetables himself.
Lovely fresh tomatoes.
Spaghetti, onions, and fruit.
This portion looks like a small snack for an adult pig, and they got this for 4 adults and 2 kids. And actually, that's not even what worries me. How is it possible that an adult Daddy Pig ate as much as little George, and then they all got full? I'm pretty sure that even if Daddy Pig baked and ate George filled with that food, he wouldn't get full. I also want to point out this moment where Peppa seems to be sliding towards George. And this moment where Daddy Pig and Grandpa Pig are sliding, except they're doing it on chairs.
Can you call everyone to lunch?
Doesn't anything about this frame bother you? There's no one sitting behind those 2 plates.
And here's some salad, made with Grandpa's tomatoes, lettuce and cucumber.
I'd have the same reaction as George because a tomato cut in half, a piece of cucumber and a lettuce leaf is not a salad. It doesn't even have any kind of dressing.
What's that?
Peppa's fork is gone from the table, so how is she supposed to eat salad? I hope she doesn't get a fork off the floor or something. Well, it looks like she got that fork out of her pocket. But there's a unique mistake in this scene that only the most observant will notice. The tomato has a round shadow on top of it, not under it. And here Peppa has pierced her lip with a fork. It looks more painful than biting your tongue.
George does not like the tomatoes.
George doesn't like tomatoes? Then where did he put the second piece of tomato that was in his plate?
Grandpa Pig grew it in his garden.
Try a piece of lettuce, George.
Now it's a dinosaur.
Grandpa Pig has an interesting idea, but why did he turn the dinosaur upside down in relation to George? To show it off to me? Wait, if you've watched this far, please like and subscribe.
Daddy puts up a picture.
This is the building. New picture of Peppa and George.
Look closer. Daddy Pig is reading a newspaper in which the animators have schematized the text. George is watching comic books, I guess, but it looks a lot like a cosmetic palette. Anyway, the animators labeled the pictures with these squares, and Peppa's reading the alphabet, but the animators haven't labeled anything. They're just blank pages. You either have to put text everywhere or nowhere.
We should put this lovely new picture on the wall and on the wall and on.
Leave it to me.
Again, Daddy Pig put the thing somewhere in his inventory, because in this scene, the newspaper is missing.
I need a tape measure.
The toolbox is right in front of the edge of the couch.
And a pencil.
But why did he reach forward if the box is behind him? Maybe the general layout will make it clear that he picked up this pencil from the floor because the tool bag had moved further away.
Now I need a hammer
Look, now you can see 5 nail heads.
and a nail.
Now there are 4. But in the next scene, there are 5 again.
Stand back, children.
The painting that was hanging to the upper left of the couch is gone.
Don't break the wall, Daddy.
Don't be silly, Peppa. Easy as pie. I'll just take the nail out and fill in the crack.
But what's stopping him from filling the crack without sticking a nail out?
It's coming out. Whoa! I'm Batman.
I wonder how this house holds up under its own weight if all it takes is a little nail pull to get 10 bricks out of the wall at once. It's like the bricks aren't even cemented together. Well, they are. Just look at it. And look at what a perfect hole and what a perfect piece Daddy Pig pulled out. Then why are there these little chips of brick on the floor? I don't even know what to say here. Instead of using the chunk he broke out, he dragged 17 bricks into the living room, even though it only takes 10 bricks to fill that hole. I'm not sure if this is a mistake. Maybe the writers wanted to show that Daddy Pig is stupid and doesn't know basic math. Now Daddy Pig is going to show us the wonders of physics in spreading plaster on the wall, which spreads even where he doesn't run the trowel.
Easy as pie.
Wait, the real miracles of physics is that the plaster spreads even across the floor. The paint lays down under the brush. It's animated well, not like with plaster. Here I want to express respect to the animators for this, and also respect Daddy Pig for marksmanship. Not a single drop of paint got on the floor or the sofa, just on the kids and him.
Daddy Pig tidies up the...
Interesting fact, Daddy Pig took a nail out of that piece of bricks and put it back in, according to the fact that there are 5 nails again. He is very economical. And another interesting fact, George said something other than dinosaur.
Mummy! Oh, Mummy!
Hello.
Hello.
I thought you were going to put the picture up. Well, I'm no expert, but I'm sure it's quite easy.
Mummy Pig is an amazing character. She always carries a hammer and a nail with her because there is no tool bag nearby.
Musical instruments.
Found this old box in the attic.
Ooh.
It's full of music.
Look, this horn just can't fit in the box. It's too tall. The animators made this box bottomless, but the tools still don't fit in there. They stick out so much that the lid of the box can't close.
Full of musical instruments.
Now they've made the horn smaller just so he can hold it in his hands. In the future, it will be enlarged again.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Achoo!
The animators don't embarrass themselves doing this. They resize objects right in front of us. Look at the previous frame. You can see that the horn doesn't fit in the box. And what do the animators do in the next frame to fit it in the box? They enlarge it. Daddy Pig is standing right in front of the chair. And now, well, you can see for yourself.
Can I try?
Am I the only one who gets the urge to tell Peppa to cough and expectorate before speaking? Maybe even blow a nose because it's hard to listen to.
Mummy, please play it.
I hope I haven't forgotten how.
Hey!
Daddy Pig's arm starts growing out of his head for a couple frames. Now it's Mom's turn to stand in front of the chair and disappear accordingly.
Drum.
Thank you, Daddy.
Did she glue a drum to her stomach? How's it holding up? And why does the shadow of that drum fall separately from Peppa's shadow? It's like the drum is levitating in front of her. Well, that's not really important, because later on, the drum will lose its shadow altogether.
I remember this tune.
Now, just for moving the angle below Mummy Pig, she's gone. This chair is cursed.
The accordion is quite difficult.
George, the accordion.
The accordion.
The accordion.
Accordion.
Electricity.
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 It's just nonsense. I'm not talking about the fact that George's lungs are 30 times smaller than that horn, and not that the TV that was standing there with the fish is missing. I'm talking about the writers breaking their own conventions. Here's an excerpt from another episode.
George is trying really hard.
It shows that George can't even blow a bubble, so he wouldn't be able to play the horn. You say, well, it's a children's cartoon. It's just a comedy, but I'm just a comedy too. Wow, George is holding a huge horn that weighs more than he does and in that position. His powers in this episode are beyond anything imaginable.
Cleaning the car.
They forgot to close the door. It's interesting, because in other episodes, the doors close by themselves. I think this scene is even more realistic than the others.
Daddy Pig,
You should see how messy it is inside.
Naughty, messy Daddy.
Daddy Pig has some warm, soapy water.
Yeah, that faucet came out of nowhere. But it's interesting that the narrator said it was warm water. Even though it's cold, there's a blue color on the valve, and they were cooling with that water when it was a hot day in another episode. Look, now he is reaching into the bucket for a sponge. How many sponges do you think he put in there?
Daddy,
1?
Mummy Pig,
How about 2? Wait, 4 sponges? Okay, maybe 2. They could have passed sponges to each other. But anyway, they have a few clean sponges.
oh dear.
Oh dear.
George dropped a sponge in a puddle that wasn't in the previous scene. Will they pick up another sponge that is clean? There is a puddle but no bucket. In the next frame, there's a bucket but no puddle.
Never mind. We can use you and George instead of sponges.
Yes, yes.
That's it. That's the maximum distance the hose can go. It certainly can't go that far.
Where's the water?
They've used the same joke in 2 different episodes. Apparently, it's very funny, but they had to sacrifice Peppa's memory, who forgot how the hose works. They almost perfectly replicated the animation. But what's interesting is they didn't redub that scene. It's the same sound. Listen for yourself.
Where's the water? Where's the water? Where's the water?
Daddy Pig, please turn off the water.
Oh! No!
Daddy Pig is polishing the car so well he can see his face in it.
The reflection distortion depends on the unevenness of the car's surface. It's probably dented, or the animators use the simplest effect to create the distortion. Even I can apply it. Does this look like the level of a studio with hundreds of thousands of dollars at its disposal? There's George reflected all over and to Peppa's left.
What a lovely, shiny car.
Now he only has his head reflected and he's to Peppa's right. And there's another mistake. You have to be a 5th grader to notice it, or just have a mirror at home. When Daddy Pig walks to the right, the reflection moves to the left. It's supposed to move right next to him.
The Tooth Fairy.
George spent 7 whole seconds chewing on a single pasta, so thoroughly that I got hungry.
Peppa and George are having their favorite food.
Oh, that's an almost imperceptible mistake. The animators left a micro bite of George's tongue. But I wanted to point out that while George has to move his fork to suck the spaghetti, Peppa does it without even holding the fork.
Don't drink your juice.
What was that sound? Although it sounds more like a pig grunting than that.
What's that?
Look at the edge of the table. There's nothing there.
Peppa, maybe you should look in the mirror.
Now there's Mummy Pig spaghetti.
Oh.
Why does her hand look like a Lego man's hand?
And what would you like to be when you grow up, George?
Dinosaur. It's bedtime.
Wait, this is getting crazy. The animators change the basement however they want. In this episode, there's no basement door at all. But in this episode, there is. And in this episode, there's a storage room.
Peppa and George brush their teeth.
Look at that heart teleportation on her clothes. By the way, in this scene, there's no sink behind them.
What are you doing?
Now there's a sink behind them.
Peppa cannot wait to get into bed.
They go to bed very early. Maybe they have such a pace of life that they go to bed at 7 p.m. and wake up at 8 a.m., so they sleep for 11 hours. But why does the night start at 7 p.m.? It's already dark there.
Let's both stay awake all night. Can you hear something?
What's interesting to me in this frame is not even what she's holding on to, but where her hands are growing from. Or even where her sleeves are sewn on. Hours passed. The sun came up, but the clouds didn't even move. Besides, where's that rooster sound coming from? They don't have a coop near the house. Only Grandpa Pig has a coop near the house.
Peppa, you pissed yourself in your sleep.
What? I wasn't asleep.
Did the tooth fairy come?
George sat right next to Peppa.
No.
Now George is gone. Where did he put that pillow? Just where? Why is everyone surprised by the tooth fairy coming while they were sleeping, but not surprised by what's happening in front of their eyes? It couldn't fit in the pocket. Maybe he's skinny, but he just hides pillows under his clothes.
Daddy Pig is wearing his
Very hot day. Puddles. Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The puddles always went away when they dried. This is the first and last time we're ever shown a dried puddle.
And Daddy Pig is wearing his swimming costume. Daddy Pig is wearing his swimming costume. Oh dear. Daddy Pig is so hot.
Daddy Pig does look hot. So hot, you need sun cream.
Where'd she get that cream? I understand when they get stuff out of their pockets like that, but she's wearing a swimsuit.
Stop it. Get some help.
Mummy Pig isn't applying sunscreen properly. She only covered her chin and cheeks with it, even though they still have ears, nose, and body. Although it's unlikely to make them bad, because pigs are protected from the sun by a thin layer of fur, they don't need this cream. That faucet wasn't there at the beginning of the episode. And this is the maximum it can stretch to. It clearly can't reach the pool.
Ice cream!
Driving up hills in the heat when the houses are very far apart and calling to buy ice cream is a terrible business. I think it will leave her broke, in debt, and she'll have to work multiple jobs. That makes sense.
Dinosaur.
This ice cream is the size of half of George's stomach. I'm sure if he eats it, he'll get frostbite. And Mummy Pig is rushing him to eat it before it melts. And it melts in 20 seconds. I think Mummy Pig should be more vigilant about her children's nutrition. And while his ice cream has become a puddle, the other ice creams haven't even melted.
You can share Daddy's ice cream.
What do you think will happen to that stick when George takes the ice cream? Next, you can see that they all ate their ice cream as they walked back down to the pool. Remember that.
Good idea, Peppa.
Look at how much water there was before they splashed it into Daddy Pig. And how much after. It doesn't look any different to me. But they poured so much water that puddles formed.
What? I wasn't asleep. Look, the puddles are back.
What happened to the pool they put in front of Daddy Pig?
Peppa and George are wearing their boots.
That's the ice cream George ate. Even if George hadn't eaten it, it would have melted by now.
Recycling.
It is early morning.
Actually, it's not early morning. In other series, the sun was on the left when it was morning, and on the right when it was evening. So it must be on the left side now, too. By the way, why does the sun get so red and big in the evening? It's just like...
So Mr. Bull tries to be as quiet as he can.
It's so loud it's shaking their house. Kind of too loud considering he's not throwing out metal weights or firecrackers, just crumpled paper, fish bones, and apples.
You must be silent. Shh. I said silence. Shh. I already told you to be silent. Silence now.
Shush! Shush, little birdie!
Let's throw this empty bottle in the bin.
Peppa, stop.
Let's throw this empty bottle.
Look at the paintings. First they hang over the trash can, but now they hang over the stove. Their positions have changed in one frame.
They can be recycled.
Peppa has Mummy Pig in front of her. There's no one behind her.
What does that mean?
Now there's no one in front of her, and Daddy Pig is behind her. Look how confused she is by this.
All the things that can be used again are put in these recycle boxes.
It turns out that all this time there were recycling boxes to the right of the fridge. No, they weren't. There was always a wall to the right.
The red one is for newspapers. The blue one is for tin papers. The blue one is for red ones. And the green one is... Green! That's my favorite color!
George wants to recycle Daddy Pig.
Oh! Ah!
Ironic that they are trying to show how right they are, recycling the trash correctly, yet they left the juice unfinished. That's food waste. Daddy Pig left the door open.
Let's go!
But the door closed by itself while he was walking to the car. It's also ironic that it's when they go to recycle that the animators added smoke to the car, which incidentally pollutes the environment. Here's what it looks like in another series. Here it's an eco-friendly car.
Recycle, recycle, we're going to recycle. Tin cans!
This is Miss Rabbit.
What does she do now? I don't think holding cars on a magnet or piling them up is recycling.
Jolly good!
But I understand why she's smiling like that. I too would have fun pointlessly wrecking cars. Look, now she'll pull the levers and nothing will happen.
Carry on!
What's Miss Rabbit doing?
But when she wasn't pulling levers,
She's recycling all the rusty old cars.
she was operating the machine. I think the animators got it wrong.
The cans go in the blue one.
The aluminum cans are at the bottom of the green bin.
Well done,
But Mummy Pig pulled them out by leaning into the blue bin.
Peppa.
And look what's happening here. It's like a piece of the middle of the can has been cut off. But actually, no, it's just a mistake.
Okay, George, you can do the newspapers.
Oh, where's our car gone?
How could they not have noticed that a car had been lifted 2 meters away from them? And how could Mrs. Rabbit forget that it was their car and not garbage?
That's our car.
What? Is it really?
I don't understand how, with such intellect, Daddy Pig drives a car and Mrs. Rabbit operates a crane. Wait, if you've watched this far, please like and subscribe.
We'll make Daddy's birthday cake.
She turned the plate flat to the camera, so much that it became a perfect circle, but the butter didn't become a perfect square. It turned just a little bit.
And most important of all,
How did she get that plate out of frame if it was lying next to George? And the wooden spoon appeared on the right, but it wasn't there before.
I give it a stir.
Mummy, can I
Chocolate doesn't dissolve like that. It has to be heated in the double boiler. Yes, you can hardly expect a cartoon to teach you how to cook well, but next we are shown Peppa and George licking up the leftovers. The main problem is that the raw eggs in the batter can be contaminated with salmonella, and it's a pretty dangerous action.
Now, we just have to bake George in the oven.
Their spoons didn't get dirty at all, even though the batter is liquid.
There.
The bowl isn't dirty at all either.
Mummy, can I lick the spoon?
But then, what did Peppa fill the bowl with now? They spent it all on the cake. Didn't the director teach her not to look at the camera?
This is the office where Daddy Pig works.
Look, to the right of this graph, there's a window on the wall and Daddy Pig.
Daddy Pig, please.
Someone for you, Daddy Pig.
Now the window between them is gone. Just the graph.
Happy birthday, Daddy Pig.
And anyway, don't you think it's odd that Daddy Pig is holding a picture of the family turned away from him on the table? And he's looking at the back of the picture.
I wonder what Daddy Pig's birthday surprise can be.
And I wonder why the yellow balloon is tied to the middle of the branch if Peppa tied it to the edge.
Daddy's home.
Quick, back to the house.
Daddy Pig is home from work.
Happy birthday, Daddy Pig.
Mummy Pig and Peppa Pig are standing to George's right, but in the next frame, they have moved.
George is trying really hard, but he is running out of breath.
Thank you, everyone.
According to the number of candles, Daddy Pig is only 13 years old. Maybe he's already finished 5th grade. He's younger than me. I feel old. Why does George's ears prickle if he's standing at the bottom and Daddy Pig is blowing on the cake above him?
Ooh, what's this?
In this scene, they've come to show the surprise they prepared, but the balloons are different. All the balloons have changed except for the blue and red ones. Also, the lower branches of the tree on the right have moved up. Maybe they went up because of the balloons. I don't know.
Gardening.
But in previous episodes, the vegetable garden was in front of the house, and there were 2 extra trees on the left, which is a little weird, but at least it helps me distinguish the episodes. Just look how similar the beginning of 2 different episodes are. I thought I had reviewed this episode before, but it was a deja vu effect. And now there's another scene that's identical to the scene in the Scarecrow episode.
What's this?
Dinosaur.
A dinosaur? Oh, ho, ho, ho.
If the animators somehow tried to diversify this, the sound designers didn't. It's not a re-recording of the sound. It's literally the same sound. Perhaps, of course, this is justified by the fact that Grandpa Pig has dementia and repeats the same joke every time.
What's this?
Grandpa, this is George.
George? Ho, 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 ho.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
Look, Peppa has a ball in her hands. But as soon as Grandpa Pig sprinkled some seeds in the vegetable garden, Peppa's ball disappeared.
What do seeds do?
It's weird that he put everything in one pile and that he plants flowers next to the lettuce, but let's admit it.
I just make a little hole, then I cover it with earth and water it.
Very clever. But where did the seeds that were lying on the right in the previous scene go? Did the birds eat them?
This tiny seed
Now, he's holding this little seed in his hand.
will grow into a little apple tree.
And now it's gone, but he's squeezing his hand as if he's holding something.
Like this. Ouch!
The animators over-dramatized the fall of the apple. For example, in this scene they took away his head, which should have been around here. The tree is not that tall. Now, they're standing in a field where Peppa will be growing strawberries. As you can see, there's nothing but plants.
Then I put the seed in and cover it with earth.
Shall I?
No.
Then where did she get the watering can from? Did she get it out of her pocket?
Next time you come, the seed will have grown into a plant.
Wait a minute, but strawberries take 6 months to a year to grow, which means Peppa visits her grandfather very rarely. That's sad.
Grandpa, I think George wants to grow a carrot.
There are strawberries growing next to George.
George has thought of something he wants to grow.
Now, in addition to the strawberries being gone, there's no pile of earth next to the hole he dug, although the artist animated the dirt flying out.
Babysitting.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are going out for the evening. Daddy Pig is wearing his costume.
Granny Pig! Grandpa Pig! Donkey Egg! Papa Egg!
I'm so tired. I've been waiting for 20 years since the first episode for you to start talking normally, but you're still so stupid.
Into your beds, quick!
Look, in this frame, she has a purse.
Good night, my little piggies.
But in the next frame, she doesn't.
Good night, sleep tight.
Good night,
My little piggies.
Now go to sleep quickly.
She has her purse again, but it's in the other hand.
Peppa and George, sleep well.
So well behaved.
My favorite mistake animators make is when they change the layout of a building. For example, in this room, the TV was never by the door. There was just a wall. It's stupid to put furniture like that. When you enter the room, you have to walk around that TV. The TV is so close, I don't think you can even open the door all the way. And lastly, you can estimate the height of the room in different frames of the same episode. It's very different too. This logo reminds me of the Italian flag. But Italians would be shocked at the pizza that's in this box. That's because each slice of pizza has 3 sides of dough. That's just disgusting. Imagine what a pizza like this would look like in real life.
George?
Oh, and in this frame, she has no arm, just the sleeve of her pajamas. And the shoulder of the pajamas goes through the blankets. While Grandpa and Granny go to educate the kids, watch the magic. Teddy Bear is lying on the floor.
Are you awake?
They, of course, are startled and go to bed. And now Teddy is lying on the bed with Peppa, even though she didn't pick him up off the floor.
Granny Pig?
Peppa? George?
That light switch wasn't on the wall when they ate the pizza.
Evie!
Baby sister has been born, and her name is...
In the new seasons, the faces look even worse than before. I think even Mummy Pig's smile has been stretched a bit.
This is your room, Evie. This is your cot.
Peppa is now standing where Daddy Pig was, a frame ago. How did he disappear from there so quickly?
These are your ducks.
Do you see something coming out from under the door on the right? That's Grandpa Pig's nose. Apparently he's too eager to get in. He's squeezing through the wrong gap.
Thank you.
While you're looking at Mummy Pig's flabby chin, I want to discuss the main problem with this season. The fact that none of the characters have grown at all. For example, George has already had a birthday. He survived several winters before Evie was born. Mummy Pig was pregnant for a long time, and he still hasn't learned how to say new words. Maybe he just has a delay in brain development, but Peppa hasn't grown up either. Look at the teddy bear balloon. It's opaque now, even though it was translucent in the previous scene. Yet later in the same scene, it will be translucent again, and the colors of the balloons will completely change.
There were rainbows everywhere, and we were all in the garden. And all of a sudden...
It's very strange that in Peppa's imagination, horses are just regular naked animals, even though she goes to the playground with Pedro Pony.
This is your little sister.
You are the youngest person ever.
Wow.
Watch Peppa's lip movements and how it relates to the sound.
Wow.
Why did the animators draw Peppa silently opening her mouth after being surprised?
Cardboard hospital. Ah!
I don't think Evie is Peppa.
Oh.
But I can.
Next!
Physics works a little weird in this world. First of all, Evie's sliding around on the chair below. It's like someone's pushing her. Secondly, a sheet of cardboard folds like wet paper. How can this thing hold up if it's so soft?
Oh, George.
Just recently, I showed Evie sliding forward. But in the end, her position still moved backwards compared to the previous scene.
Here is a plaster for you, Mr. George. There.
She put a band-aid down the part in the middle that doesn't stick. It's just not gonna hold.
Everyone okay in here?
Peppa has very interesting tailoring. The two sleeves are sewn on the left side, and in this frame she has a sleeve growing out of her red dress. In general, animators should still learn to draw clothes.
Ear check now, Daddy.
Okay,
Oh dear.
Oh dear, Daddy Pig is so hot.
Daddy Pig does look hot.
Oh dear. You need to clean out your ears.
How did she even determine that? The animators didn't even try to direct her gaze inside the ear, and she's looking somewhere on the tips of the ears.
What pictures you see? Dinosaur!
This is ridiculous. I can't see anything.
Look closely at the way she shows the sheets of paper. First she shows the top sheet, and there's a blue dinosaur. She puts it back, then she takes the sheet in the middle, and it's a green dinosaur. She puts that sheet on top, and she takes the sheet from the middle again. It's not hard to guess that there's a blue dinosaur. But no, it's a purple dinosaur. But Peppa didn't pick up the bottom sheet, so how could we see the third dinosaur?
Safety first.
What's he trying to do with that screwdriver? Besides not turning it, he's not even getting it near the screws. They're literally missing from the socket.
Oops, sorry.
When Daddy Pig moves the grate, Peppa's nose goes through as well as George's.
That's a stair gate. I'm just baby-proofing the house to make it nice and safe for Evie.
I wonder how this will help fence something from Evie if she can just go off the step to the side. She can definitely get through there. I wonder how Daddy Pig was able to raise Peppa and George. And look at the outlet cap. You can't see the wall through it, it's opaque. But in the next scene, the animators did it right, and it's now translucent.
Should have seen this coming.
I can believe they have a warehouse of bubble wrap in the basement, but I can't believe Peppa and George could reach the chandelier to wrap it in bubble wrap. Can they fly?
The kitchen is closed forever.
But we need to get Whack Whack for Evie.
Oh dear.
We'll never get through.
It's even dumber than the bars on the stairs. They wanted to seal off the kitchen from Evie, but she can still get in easily. And Daddy Pig, who has a pea-sized brain, will look at it and not know how to get through because there's black and yellow tape at eye level.
Water.
I don't even know what's weirder about this frame. The fact that the adults have food can be explained by the fact that they stole it from the children. But why are they drinking water? Didn't they have enough juice packs in their suitcases? It's especially weird for George, who drank more water than he is by volume. Keeping cheese on the grass is weird too.
Daddy Pig has reached the supermarket.
This cucumber, where's it resting? It's gotta be very short to rest like that.
That's nice. Huh? A what?
Not that it's a mistake, but it's just weird that they draw a wasp with a stinger and a yellow head, and bees without a stinger and with a black face. Tower.
Daddy Pig has lost the wasp.
So now they should be coming out of the tower to Daddy Pig.
Well,
But no, the tower door isn't even open. They come out from somewhere to the right.
Parachute jump.
It's cool that they removed the parking lot that was next to the daycare building in another episode. It's safer there now. But Mr. Bull is standing without insurance on the cracked roof, which doesn't look very safe.
It is raining. And the school roof is leaking.
It's all very strange. Look at the roof before Mr. Bull fixed it. There was a normal ceiling. How could this happen? Where did the ceiling go?
Probably a broken roof tile. I wonder if it's this one. Has the dripping stopped? Maybe these are the broken tiles.
These tiles don't even have a foundation. They're just laying there like a puzzle. And they're about 5 millimeters thick from the way Mr. Bull stacked them. I wonder how this building is even able to stand after the last annual renovations.
it's getting worse.
It took each of the kids about 5 seconds to get an umbrella from somewhere. That's only possible if the umbrellas were in their pockets.
Dear, where shall we get the money to mend the school roof this time?
Let's go gambling!
Good idea, Pedro.
Well, Pedro actually suggests skydiving, which sounds like absolute nonsense. I think there's a better chance of making money in a casino than here. And look at the rain pouring all over the place, even though the hole in the roof isn't that big.
Mummy, Madam Gazelle is leaking again.
Is it, darling?
Yes.
Look at the way she turns the page beautifully. The number of pages on one side never changes. It's more like she just wants to brush off the Peppa dialogue.
Jump from an aeroplane. What? But I've never done it before. You'll be dead. Oh, in that case, of course I'll do it.
What is that piece of roof nailed to? How is it even holding up?
This is a parachute. You are now fully trained.
All aboard!
Look at the way Mrs. Rabbit's ears are cropped. They're supposed to bend. And the fact that the airplane doesn't even have a door doesn't surprise me. Their intelligence isn't capable of such an invention.
Ah! Daddy!
Daddy Pig just fell from a height of 15 meters. That's one of the only times in the cartoon series that he could have died. Given his mass, he's definitely broken something. But in fact, he even found the strength to jump a couple of meters. Because let me remind you, from the inside of the building, it looks like this.
Dressing up.
Peppa has found a box of old clothes.
Wow.
The keyhole in the box is just for fun. The chest can't close because there's nothing attached to the bottom.
And this is Mummy's dress.
How did she just reach the dress? There's a huge distance between her and the chest.
Let's dress up.
Mummy Pig's dress is too short, more like a skirt.
Here's Daddy's hat. And here
She stretched her arms out again a few meters to grab that coat.
is Daddy.
Okay, maybe because it's Daddy Pig's coat, there's a big enough opening for George's head to fit through horizontally. But then why doesn't it fall off him? Because his body is smaller than his head? I think George just lose his head.
Coat.
Now I'm interested in the length of George's arms.
Hello, Daddy Pig.
He didn't have a tail in the last scene, but he must have managed to stretch it out.
Now it's my turn.
This dress is missing the hanger that was in the previous scene.
Daddy Pig, where are your shoes?
Why does he need shoes if they won't show under his coat? I see. They've been squatting all this time, and now they've decided to stand up.
Just like Mummy.
The animators decided to change the scene slightly and remove the closet, bed, and box from that corner. They were standing right next to the window. How was she going to do her makeup if the mirror was not reflective and turned the other way?
Aha! First some powder. Lovely. Some lipstick.
I don't think that's the sound lipstick makes.
Mummy Pig is working.
Again, instead of working, she's typing random words on the keyboard. But I don't blame her because there are no letters on the keys of the keyboard. I'm wondering why she needs a landline when there are cell phones in the Peppa Pig universe.
I'm not Peppa Pig. I'm...
Bang.
Hello? Yes? No?
Peppa is enjoying pretending to be Mummy Pig.
Every time she hits the keyboard, she hits the key that deletes a word. She obviously knows where to hit to disturb Mummy Pig. But just recently, there was a cupboard behind him.
Daddy Pig.
So clever to throw dirt right on your face.
Here to do some work.
That's very kind of you, Daddy Pig.
He's lost his hands.
It's a very deep hole.
Before that, it showed him digging that hole. It's about 3 centimeters deep. George digs up a lot of dirt and throws it on Peppa. But the dirt just disappears as it falls. The hole's too small to make that kind of echo.
Where are Peppa and George? I've got their favourite ice cream here.
No, you don't. George's favorite ice cream is blueberry, which was mentioned in another episode.
Mysteries.
Peppa and her family are watching their favourite television programme. Peppa and her family are watching their favourite television programme.
I am Detective Potato, the world-famous detective.
Ooh. We've just been told it's their favorite program. Why are they so surprised? Like they're seeing it for the first time.
Please help me, Mr. Detective. I cannot find my flower anywhere. That was easy.
Just look at how interesting things are on Mr. Potato. Although given Peppa's intelligence, I'm not surprised she likes it.
Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a famous detective.
What happened? They moved so abruptly and simultaneously at the same time. The animators were too lazy to make their work smooth.
You'll each need a hat.
How convenient that the hats only appeared here for 1 episode. And there are 2. But Mummy Pig doesn't wear hats like that.
I think we've got one in the kitchen drawer.
In other series, their kitchen looks different. I love the way the creators come up with new pieces of furniture created for 1 episode.
You hold it in front of things.
Conveniently, the fish has moved to the washing machine to demonstrate how the magnifying glass works. I wonder how it feels when the washing machine is on. Mummy Pig changes her height between shots.
I know. We can find George's toy dinosaur.
Where did he get it from? If he had the dinosaur in his hands the whole time, Peppa would have seen it straight away. In fact, he left the dinosaur by the TV as we were shown.
Not today. I'm wearing my glasses. This is ridiculous. I can't see anything. Would you like me to...
That's where the heart-shaped magnet was just hanging. The magnet's gone, but for some reason, its shadow remains. There were no toys on the table when he put the fish nearby.
What?
The problems with the magnets continue. Now there is an airplane and a bird, which were not there before.
I'll call you when I'm ready.
I wonder what he looks like. But that window faces the kitchen, not the stairs.
Daddy is going upstairs.
Daddy went into the wall. I don't know what he's going to do in there.
One thing is missing from the table. Do you know what? I'm tired of playing these stupid games. You'll never become a detective, Peppa. Go to your room and let me watch a brain-rot potato show in peace. What are those little things on the floor?
These crumbs appeared here in a second, since they weren't in the previous scene. Now that's a real detective question.
Daddy, what will we?
Shush, shush, little birdie.
In the last scene, there was only grass behind them, but in one frame, there are trees there.
This is the start of the nature trail.
Now Daddy Pig is sitting with a backpack, which by the way has no handles. They only appear when he jumps to the ground from the car, but he wasn't wearing a backpack when they were driving.
We're here!
Hooray!
You know, I'm used to them jumping a couple of meters out of the car, or the doors closing on their own. But I have a question. Why did they open the door if they're gonna jump out of the car anyway?
Don't forget the picnic.
How convenient that the car decided to turn the other way.
The map says there should be a sign.
This map doesn't tell you anything useful. It's just an indication of 4 notable landmarks. It doesn't say anything about a sign.
Still won't see anything.
This is ridiculous. I can't see anything.
Peppa has found some footprints.
Why? Why does it look like the bird has covered its feet in mud, or even, based on the length of the footprints, in strong brown paint? At the same time, Peppa and her family left no footprints at all. Footprints in the grass should look like dents.
George.
Shh. Binoculars.
How could this happen? Teddy Bear moves to the other side in one frame in front of our eyes.
The binoculars
and those stripes on the edges of the screen appearing on the frame were added not by me, but by the crooked editors of this episode.
The footprints are being made by ants.
This is ridiculous. Ants certainly don't leave footprints like that. Imagine one of the employees getting paid to come up with this.
But which way is the car?
My map will show us.
Of course. The map that's been lying on the ground underneath you all this time, based on the animation as you pull it out. And in this frame, there's some mystery going on with the backpack again. Plus, it's missing its handles.
This way. Who put that tree there? It's not on the map.
He reacts as if there are only 15 trees in the forest, because that's how many are marked on the map.
We're lost, aren't we?
Why is the sky in the forest brown? All this time, we've never been shown how they leave trails. Even now, George ran to the footprints without leaving a footprint. But somehow we're supposed to believe that's normal?
I know.
Peppa stands next to Daddy Pig.
This is dark.
Daddy Pig is gone. In this scene, they're eating a picnic. But when the ants come and steal their food, the ants have a second bunch of grapes, another egg, 2 carrots, 2 pears, and 2 slices of pizza that weren't there.
What do you do at your office all day?
Lots of fun things.
Daddy Pig, work.
This is the building. This is the building.
This building is only 3 rooms wide. It's a little wider than a car. Given that the entire first row of windows is taken up by an elevator, I'm not surprised there are only 2 employees in the office based on the number of parked cars.
It's Daddy Pig.
Hello, Daddy Pig.
Notice she didn't react to Daddy Pig introducing himself.
Yes?
Hello, it's
Me.
Hello, me. Come in.
But as soon as someone unknown spoke, she immediately called the elevator. They obviously have a big security problem.
We have to go up in the lift.
Wait a minute. They have an elevator instead of a front door? Nobody does that because it's ridiculous. What if the elevator breaks down or there's a fire? I wish Hasbro would do an episode like that.
Ooh.
Not only do they have problems with fire safety, the elevator is trivially missing a wall, making them visible through the window.
The lift is taking Peppa, George.
Note the height of the elevator car.
Wow.
I'm as surprised as Peppa, because the elevator would have to break the roof for them to get to the top floor like that.
This is Daddy Pig's office.
Oh, Mrs. Cat's left-handed, according to the positioning of the mouse. She doesn't use it, though. All she does is bang on 2 keys on the keyboard until nothing happens on the screen. Okay, let's first understand how the office works. You see this desk? While the rabbit and the cat are sitting against one wall, this desk is closer to the other wall, which also has 2 windows. But this wall doesn't actually have windows. Oh no, there are. But for some reason the tables have moved to this wall. But wait, there are no tables next to it.
I've brought 2 very special visitors with me today. Peppa and a briefcase.
What an honor.
There was a cat just to his left.
Very important pieces of paper. I take a rubber stamp.
Why would he take it out of his pocket? I don't think that's the best place to keep a dirty object. Peppa made 3 stamps on a piece of paper, and it was put in the tray, giving her a new one. But when she tapped on the new piece of paper, the stamps on the previous piece of paper showed up too. In this scene, there is a complex, compared to the rest of the animated series, movement of many sheets of paper. Each sheet moves on its own trajectory and realistically lies on the ground. The animators tried their best, and I want to give them respect. I would say if not this sheet, that flies under another sheet, merging with it. I'm amazed at how automated everything is in this world. Not only does the door open and close by itself, but the seatbelt unbuckles itself in one frame.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Papa Egg.
Oh, George, I hate it when you twist my name like that. It's a shame the only thing you can pronounce is the word dinosaur. In your case, it's best not to...
Seeds will grow into beautiful flowers.
You didn't notice, but the watering can changes position between frames.
Drop the seed.
That's not how gravity works. It's obvious that all the seeds should have spilled out at once. But what's stranger to me is that after spilling just 1 seed, the packet is half empty.
Then I
And now the packet is filled back up. I guess it's a bug for infinite seeds.
cover the seeds with earth. Oh, they're gone.
First of all, how did the birds silently eat all the seeds in 1 second? Secondly, how did Grandpa Pig, who is an experienced farmer, forget that he has birds in his garden that eat seeds? That's only possible if he's developing dementia.
Seeds.
Oi! Get off my seeds!
Oh, Peppa has an arm growing out of her eye. I think that's unpleasant. Now seeds endlessly appear not only in his box, but also on the ground, because there were fewer of them in the previous scene.
Look!
Ah! Shoo, shoo!
Shush, shush, little birdie.
Notice that the doors open automatically, not only in the car, but also in the shed. That's how far they've technologically advanced.
To make a scarecrow.
How convenient that depending on the series and what the plot needs, the shed changes. This is what it looked like in another episode.
A bag of old clothes.
Ooh! Wow!
Peppa has found a box of old clothes.
Good,
Wait, but how did he get the bottom of that coat through that stick? Well,
That's right.
the paint is behind him.
Would you enjoy...
But now he got the paint by reaching forward. While they were holding the kids who were painting the face, the paint cans shifted.
Peppa and George are in the sitting room.
You see that lamp? The other episodes don't have it. Again, for the sake of plot, they added an item for one episode. This could also include the fact that they added a button to the TV in this episode, just so that Peppa could press it later.
Doing important work on her computer.
This room didn't have that lamp in it either.
Oh.
My vacuum won't work.
Don't worry, Daddy Pig. Your vacuum cleaner will disappear in one scene.
What's electricity?
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 I'll go and get it.
I'm already tired of listing the little details and items they added to this episode that weren't in the others. But here they added a whole basement. In the other series, it's just a room there.
Oh, I just remembered.
Wait a minute. What was that sound? Is that...
Oh, stop shining that light in my eyes. I can't see anything. Have you ever looked at the sun? It feels the same.
I will burn this planet down before I spend another minute living among these animals.
Oh!
The TV needs electricity too.
But there's no cables or wires coming out of the TV. There's not even an outlet behind it. I thought it was battery powered. George's flashlight should have made the room brighter, but it had gone dark.
Peppa has made her own television.
As we get closer, her ears are sticking out of the box, even though in the previous frame, they were inside the box.
That's not the ball. That's just its shadow. Look!
Hello everyone. In this video, there will be the best mistakes made by the animators in Peppa Pig, starting with the episode called
Mountain climbing.
Immediately, I wonder about the safety of a climbing wall built on a mountain. If someone falls from the top, he will roll down the real mountain.
Hello, children. Today, we're going to find Daddy Pig and barbecue him.
Ooh.
Is it difficult?
Yes, but it's fun, too. I was climbing a mountain, and I couldn't go up or down.
How can he stand on the slippery snow at that incline? The animators didn't even think to stick an ice pick in the ice to make the scene make sense.
I called Mountain Rescue!
It's weird that they have cell phone coverage at the top of the mountain, but weirder to me is that little door on the helicopter. I mean, it's so tiny. How can someone fit through it?
They came and saved me.
Oh, Dad! Not again!
Sorry!
It's a suction cup. How can it suck a Grampy Rabbit in from that far away? Even if it had a strong vacuum cleaner, it couldn't do that. So realistically, he'd just fall over.
We haven't got mountains. We've got mountains. We call this one Mountain.
Ah.
The only thing in front of Grampy Rabbit is Peppa.
And you're going to be wearing safety helmets.
Then where did he get the helmets from? From his pocket?
What are the bubbly colour bits?
You use them to put your hands and feet on.
Actually, you should only climb bobbly bits of the same color since they form paths of different difficulties, while he, wait, what's he even doing?
Me, please.
Remember, all the kids are on the left.
Like this.
Very good, Pedro.
But for some reason, Peppa and Danny Dog are on the right.
Oh, my goodness! That is high!
Which bobbly bits do I use?
The bobbly bits are a little different between frames. One of them has changed color.
That was our little climbing wall. Now for our big one, Mount Everest!
It's very high!
Nobody climbs Mount Everest without a safety rope.
How does this safety rope even work? It's not controlled from above. He just raised his arm and it came down. Also, look at the safety rope itself. It looks like it's supposed to be attached in a single strap around the body, but no, it's somehow doubled and goes not only around the waist, but also across the shoulders.
Are you sure, George?
Remember,
Look how big the clasps are now, and how they shrunk by literally half after he put it on George.
brilliant climbing!
Oh dear. George.
I'm so tired of him crying. Again, the placement of the bobbly bits has changed a bit. That blue circle is gone.
Good. Down you come, George.
What about me? How do I get down?
Well, you could have the crane move the safety rope. And if the crane isn't controllable, you could have an adult climb up to her and put her firmly on his back. But they can't figure that out, so they call a helicopter to get her off the artificial mountain.
Mummy Pig loves mountain climbing. Everyone loves mountain climbing.
Miss Rabbit has just laid down laughing while in the helicopter to which Mummy Pig is attached, risking accidentally pulling a lever, which causes the helicopter to crash. How did they even survive to their age?
Foggy day.
The episode's just started, and I can already see the mistake. They have more room on the hill. Early in the cartoon, the car couldn't stand horizontally there.
Going to the playground today.
Daddy Pig somehow got into the car and is sitting there without a seatbelt. Wait, did he just put his seatbelt on with a grunt? Also, look at George's eyes. Is it just me, or are they looking a little bit in different directions? And in this frame, his pupil is almost completely out of his eye. Is animating eyes really that hard?
Look, it's just over there.
Of the 4 playground equipment here, only these swings don't have shadows. They look out of place.
Okay, let's walk.
Now the opposite situation, Daddy Pig is sitting buckled up. But the belt's gone when Mummy Pig grunts. Guys, I think I'm seeing a pattern here. And by the way, they forgot to lock the door, which of course is consistent with their intelligence.
Oh! Where has the sky gone?
We'll go to the playground another day.
Aww.
They haven't moved, but the branch on the top left is gone. Also note that we can see this branch even though it's far away from the characters.
This way!
But we can't see the tree that will appear in this place from a meter away.
Oof. Who put that Who put that tree?
Are you okay, Daddy Pig?
Why are some of the trees here yellow, and their leaves fall when you shake them, as if it were autumn, even though the trees on the playground itself look like summer trees?
See you later, ducks. Good luck finding your pond. Well?
Look at the huge volume of water that Daddy Pig spilled out. That duck on the left looks like it's been drowned, but there wasn't a single puddle of water left.
Oh!
Given that Daddy Pig is completely flooded, it's not a pond, it's more like a well.
Daddy Pig.
And not a single drop fell to the ground. Maybe they evaporated in the air, although no, actually they can't evaporate because the environment around them is fog, which has high humidity and is already full of evaporated water, and the water just has nowhere to evaporate.
It's Mummy Rabbit with Rebecca and Richard.
George has a light shining in one eye and no light shining in the other. It looks uncomfortable.
Hello, Peppa. We're lost.
But in less than a second during a scene change, the flashlight was turned on them and they started lighting up normally.
Why don't you have a look?
Okay.
The fog is going away.
I don't even know what's weirder. The fact that they somehow got through the fence and closing the playground, or the fact that in this frame, there are only 5 steps on the slide, even though in the previous scene, there were 8.
Undersea party.
It is a lovely sunny day.
Pablo.
It's interesting that Goldie the fish is smiling now, but in the first season, she looked a little sad. She didn't have a mouth. What do you think made her so happy?
Don't pee on the floor.
Well, I think she must be almost a year old.
The first episode with Goldie the fish was released in 2004. This episode is from 2021, which is 15 years later. It's weird that it's only been a year inside the series, but let's say.
Okay.
But then why has technology improved so much in a year? Mummy Pig recently had a computer from the noughties and now has a modern laptop.
Party for a fish! That's shit! The dumbest idea I've ever heard. Peppa, I'm glad there's someone dumber than me in this house.
Undersea party.
She writes a very strange text, which can be seen on the screen of the laptop, but at least the animators do not emphasize on it. What is this nonsense? Why did she write some math equation instead of a query? Why are there question marks on the side of the search bar? Why is the search as glasses?
Hello?
Wow!
Miss Rabbit came to them on foot in a second with one suitcase. What do you think she keeps in that suitcase?
Good night!
Right, let's get to work.
2 hours later.
Miss Rabbit has made an amazing undersea world.
Apparently in her suitcase, she had several cans of paint, coral, plants, balloons, and starfish in addition to her costumes. It didn't look that capacious.
It's unbelievable!
Happy
Where did Goldie's eyes go? Was that the animator's attempt to visualize blinking?
birthday, Goldie.
Now the animators have done a proper blink. Only problem is, fish can't blink.
Happy birthday, Goldie.
Bye, Penny. Have a lovely time.
Why does she have a stethoscope around her neck? I know she's a doctor, but she's not at work right now. And it seems a little awkward that they dropped the kids off without even saying hello to Peppa's parents or going into the house.
Costumes for everybody. You can be a mermaid.
How did the star materialize on Peppa's ear?
I am Susie Octopus. I'm Mandy Shark. Squeak. But I'm not a scary shark. I only eat cheese.
If kids ran the airport, the boarding passes would be chocolate bars.
Squeak.
Daddy Pig is wearing his swimming costume.
Aha!
Rebecca Rabbit is,
What's this?
There was a couch almost right next to the chair. When did they move it?
And Edmund is a jellyfish. I'm not convinced this costume accurately represents...
I'm so tired of listening to your attempts to sound smart, Edmund. No one asked, no one cares. Just shut up for once. It's exhausting. Take a break.
Is everybody ready for the pirate treasure hunt?
Now there's a mummy pig next to Miss Rabbit.
I'm the biggest fish in the sea. I'm a...
And now there's a TV in there. But don't worry, at the end of the episode, the TV will be gone again. And with it, the wall on the right.
The biggest fish in the sea is a whale.
Actually, a whale is not a fish. It's a mammal.
It seems that Miss Rabbit has arranged only one room, but there is a huge number of locations. Besides the whale, there will be an island with a treasure. There's not enough space for that in one room. Anyway, I'm tired of this episode and this elephant, so I'll finish.
Long train journey.
Peppa and her...
The ceiling in this room is way too high. Also, George and Peppa eat the same amount of food, but George needs a lot of energy to grow. But he doesn't grow at all throughout the entire show.
I need to go on a long journey for work.
You'll be work.
How is that piece of paper staying on top of the letter? It looks like it's glued. And in the next shot, the letter is behind Daddy Pig's belly, while the paper is in front of him.
Can we...
It's work, Peppa.
Can we go...
It won't be fun.
Please.
Peppa, can you shut up and be quiet for 10 minutes? I got a chance to get away from this pigsty and take a break from your stupidity. Let me enjoy it in silence.
Look, there's a letter on the table, but from this angle, it disappears. The animators forgot to draw it, though thankfully, they fixed it in another scene by drawing the letter again.
But it's hundreds of miles away, in another country.
Please, Daddy Pig.
Wait, George can talk. Judging by the fact that we don't hear his voice, he's just silently moving his mouth. That's weird.
This is the train station.
They placed the train station in a very dumb spot, on top of a hill, so the people sitting in the rear cars would be at a steep angle when the train stops to pick up passengers.
It's not nice to do that!
All aboard!
And how exactly are the passengers in the back supposed to get off the train? Plus, notice how the platform and the station building are on the same side. Now the platform is on the other side of the train, and look at the second car where the cat is sitting. She wasn't there in the previous scene. Actually, this train is full of nonsense. What are those tiny windows? The driver's cabin looks more like a rusty barrel, and in the seating area, there are 2 exit doors, but from the inside, there's only 1.
Why not sing a song to pass the time?
Okay. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train runs on the track. Huff and puff, clickety-clickety-clack. Where will we sleep?
Right here.
But this...
Watch this.
Whee! Daddy Pig is jumping up and down.
Watch this.
Watch
this.
That's simply not possible. Why isn't it possible? It's just not.
And that's not all.
Overall, this room is really strange. I'm willing to overlook the small inconsistencies, but not the toilet. The water doesn't go anywhere. It's just a potty, which only George would find normal.
Here's where we brush our teeth.
Night-night, Peppa and George.
Night-night, my little piggies.
Night-night.
Wait a second. At night, there's light coming from just 1 door. But during the day, they're sitting behind 2 doors. And from the inside, we see 3 doors. I'm completely confused. I have no idea what logic the animators are using. Compared to that, the completely useless steering wheel on the train doesn't even surprise me anymore.
Would you like coffee or orange juice?
I'd like both, please.
No.
Don't drink your juice.
Peppa and her family have arrived at the end.
In the train car, there's a cat in a blue shirt and a cat in an orange dress. But they're also standing on the station platform. How did they bifurcate?
Dens.
They are running right through the garden beds. My grandmother would not be happy to see that. The fact that they are smiling is a bit unrealistic.
Ah! Peppa and George's friends, Zoe, Susie, Rebecca.
Wait, what was that sound just now? I think someone in the recording studio was rubbing glass when they were recording the sounds, because bicycles break without that annoying squeak.
I like your treehouse, Peppa. Can we come in? Yeah.
I personally have never seen Rebecca dirty, but for some reason, the animators decided to show her dirty for 2 frames. Also, check out how Rebecca goes up into the house. A piece of her ear goes right through the house.
Here are Pedro and Danny.
Disgusting sound, but in any case, I'm more concerned that the branch Peppa is standing on has grown in a minute.
Hello, Peppa. Can we come in? Sorry, Danny.
I hate you. I've always hated you.
What is happening with George's eyes again? His left pupil has almost disappeared.
Boys are a bit noisy.
Ah!
But George and Richard are boys. Oh.
There are so many oddities in this scene that I'm surprised someone got paid for this work. To start with, Peppa for some reason stuck her hand out past the curtains. Strange, but okay.
Sorry, George.
Now a piece of George's nose has come out of the house. That is already strange.
George, this.
And now Richard's ear is going through the house. Then we see part of Rebecca's leg with a black shoe. But now it is purple. And yes, this is a children's cartoon, but I still cannot live knowing that these 3 light pixels on the roof are a piece of Rebecca's ear.
The girls won't let us into the treehouse. It isn't fair.
Ho 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 ho. What? I think I can help. There.
Why did he hit with a hammer? There was no nail.
Have your very own den with
A castle!
Where did Pedro come from? There is no ladder under him.
every castle needs a flag.
Wow!
The flag is cool, of course, but where did the toolbox go? Then Grandpa Pig gives Peppa a string and tells her to hold it tight. And with the scene change, the castle has moved a bit away from the tree. I think this really did make the rope more taut.
We don't want to talk.
This dress will make a pretty flag.
Thank you.
It is strange that the dress on this flag stays like an axe blade. But even stranger is that Peppa suddenly rose up onto something, but soon she jumped down and it becomes clear she was flying because there is nothing there to stand on.
I would live in a tree house. Can we come over?
Look how the tension of the string now differs from the previous scene, even though Susie has not moved during this time. And where is her other hand?
Daddy Pig is wearing his swimming costume. Oh dear.
Oh no, it started raining. Good thing they can just go down to the first floor of the castle.
The castle has no roof.
Wait, what are they standing on now?
The rain has stopped.
George's head is the same size as Peppa's head in the house. That means her head shrinks in the house. I don't know about my own head, but my brain definitely shrinks when I watch this cartoon. Not that I mind.
The castle.
Let me see what the guidebook says. It will be good.
Will we see knights in armor?
What was the funny thing Peppa just said? Why did George start laughing?
We might even see a dragon.
White line. Yet in the next shot, the white line is gone.
What?
Hello!
I'm really curious how this helmet even works. It can't possibly close properly, even without an animal inside. Honestly, the visor looks more like a metal ski.
At the cannon.
A few seconds ago, there was no cannonball here.
These heavy cannonballs high up.
You probably don't realize just how heavy that cannonball actually is. Judging by its size, almost a meter in diameter, it should weigh around 3 tons. Do you think those tiny, skinny rabbit arms are capable of lifting that? Realistically, it should look like this. In this scene, Peppa is taller than one of the bricks on the castle and reaches up to Daddy Pig's shoulder. But in the next shot, she's clearly shorter.
Right. 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, fire!
That almost hit our car.
Did you catch this? Mrs. Rabbit hung up a purple mug as a souvenir for sale, even though she just drank from it. That's a bit unhygienic. And of course, it's really strange that the only spot where the cannonball broke through the asphalt is right here. In all other places, it just cracked the surface.
Wow, a real...
Now, there's a window behind Mummy Pig.
And?
But now it's a painting. And you know where else weird stuff happens with windows? By this fireplace. Here it's on the left, and here it's completely gone.
Here it is, your banquet in a box.
It's a little picnic in a box.
Where's she getting these boxes from? Are we supposed to believe they were just lying on the floor under her by chance?
Miss Rabbit is driving a huge...
If these trees, which must have been growing for decades, were just now destroyed by Miss Rabbit, that means this is their first tour. That would explain why no one's died yet and the tour hasn't been shut down.
Shadows.
The episode title is semi-transparent and black, styled like shadows. In the early seasons, the animators showed creativity, but there are many mistakes here.
Rebecca Rabbit are playing Piggy in the middle.
Catch Peppa.
Oh, George is trying to catch the ball's shadow.
Look. Look.
When the ball moves, its shadow moves as well.
Look how small the shadow is now when Peppa is holding the ball high in her hands. Even though before, when Peppa held the ball like this, the shadow was about 3 times bigger.
George is trying to walk away from his shadow. Look how stupid this little brainless creature is.
In this frame at the bottom left, there is no white flower, which appears in the next scene.
Hello, everyone!
Hello! We're trying to...
She was just greeted by Mr. Elephant, Emily, and Edmund. Was it really so hard to say hello back before talking about her own things? Maybe they just don't respect them. Personally, I don't respect Edmund. I don't like know-it-alls.
Run.
You see? My shadow is still underneath me. Even if I run faster, my shadow keeps up with me.
But from Peppa's point of view, he just ran far off to the side, so far that you can't even hear him.
Makes a shadow, like this.
Now the shadow cast by the ball has become completely microscopic, and earlier the ball was raised even higher, but it cast a bigger shadow.
The shadow is being made by a cloud.
It's called a stratocumulus.
Yes.
Actually, no. Stratocumulus clouds don't look like one big cloud. They look like this. While this cloud looks more like a cumulus cloud, Edmund is not a clever elephant.
The electric light can make shadows. And we can make shadow puppets.
The shadows appeared with the change of shot, but that's not important. What bothers me more is that the educational potential of the episode was a bit devalued by this scene. First, we were shown that the sun is shining from above, so the shadow is below, and now they show that the lamp is shining from Peppa's left, so the shadow is also on the left? What nonsense.
My turn.
Peppa has made a spider.
Peppa has 8 fingers.
Sleepover.
The car they are driving does not emit exhaust gases. Just so you know, their car can do that. Of all the windows located in the room, only the hallway window above the door is lit, even though the light is on in other rooms.
Hello, Zoe. Hi,
Pedro Pony is not here. Oh, dear.
Welcome to my sleepover.
I'll pick you up in the morning. Bye-bye, Peppa.
Rebecca, Susie, and Emily are already here.
Wait, what happened to the door? Now it opens inward, although in the previous shot, it opened outward. This is even stranger than the fact that the door itself has no handle, although the doors inside the house do.
Hello, everyone. I've got my teddy. Hello, everyone.
Shut your coffee mouth! No problem. Shut it!
In this scene, Peppa is to the left of the blue coat, but in the next shot, she is to the right of the blue coat.
Zoe has her toy monkey.
Oh, oh, oh.
Have you ever wondered how they even know about monkeys? I have never seen a monkey character. Maybe they went extinct, and for them, monkeys are like dinosaurs. Or they are just dumb in this universe, and they are zoo animals. That would be very strange.
New technology could eventually be introduced to zoos right around the world, but the visitors here at Melbourne...
Emily has her frog.
At the same level as Emily's head, there is a painting. Apparently she has grown a lot because this painting used to be very high, somewhere at adult height.
And Rebecca has her carrot.
The same goes for this purple clothing that was placed higher in another scene. And also look at Rebecca's pajamas. Now it has a star drawn on it, but in another scene, it is gone.
The zebra is watching television.
The picture on the right looks like a reference to the castle episode, and the picture on the left looks like a slime from Minecraft. Doesn't matter. The main thing is that for one frame, Zoe's toy has part of its head cut off.
That's better.
Don't stay up too late.
Good night, Mummy.
Then Peppa runs to pick up the bag and puts her hand under the bag's handle. But in the next shot, she is holding the bag from below.
Zuzu and Zaza want to join the sleepover too.
Peppa's pajamas have a heart on them, which was not visible in another scene.
The sleepover is only for big girls. Wow, a piano.
Wow! I'm really curious how Mr. Zebra reaches the pedals sitting on that chair. His legs are so short that I'm surprised he can press a car's pedals at all.
Listen.
In this scene, it's as if the animators didn't even watch what they made themselves. It all starts with Zuzu and Zaza blinking, which makes white spots appear under their eyes. Then Rebecca's eye starts shining through Emily. Now one of Emily's eyes and both of Susie's eyes have stopped shining. I don't even know how to comment on this.
Can I have a go?
Peppa pulled her hand so hard that her sleeve began to pass through her lower jaw. And by the way, do you know where the chair Zoe was sitting on is?
And it's gone.
What?
Shush! Shush! Shush, little birdie!
Now, into your sleeping bags, please.
It's strange that the blanket is so flat when they got into it. Maybe the animators were too lazy to animate blanket physics, but even so they did badly because part of Rebecca's pajamas passes through the blanket. And actually, what is this toy lying here?
do we do now?
Part of Emily's body was oddly cut off for one frame.
The little fairy met a big monster who went...
This painting was not to the right of the sofa, but to the left. They change this painting however they want from scene to scene. And in this shot, you can see that, first of all, the ceilings are very high. Second, the rope on which the lamp is hanging is attached to nothing.